Hey everybody, and welcome to the Blogging Plaza with another experimental Nintendo live stream reaction. Should I stop calling this experiment? Maybe, yeah, everything is experimental. Even my reactions are experimental. But today is a very special day for everyone who plays Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because we're gonna finally get our 5th DLC character that it's been kept a secret for so long. I don't know which it is. I'm kind of crossing my fingers if I'm gonna get excited or not. But according to many, people think that it's Dante from Devil May Cry, which and these speculations are done because I've been hearing rumors that the voice actor of Devil May Cry gave out some kind of hint that there's it's gonna be a Capcom character for the new DLC. Let me check the clock here. It's only 2 minutes left for everything, so I apologize. It's kind of unprofessional of me, but is that one thing that I'm kind of afraid is that last time that I did a live stream like this, the live stream didn't start out immediately. So anyway, we're just a minute left for the show, so everything's ready. Microphone check. Earmuffs. I mean headphones check. By the way, it's 9 o'clock here in at least in my side of the United States. So, okay, a couple of seconds left, and we'll be on. So, police. Right then, it's 9 o'clock. Let me refresh just in case. There, let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm
Hey Sakurai!
Director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited.
Yes, I know.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Yeah, we're anticipating it.
On this fighter with the utmost secrecy. Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast. So, it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
Yeah, we understand.
Many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
Yeah!
So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information.
Alright.
Even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings.
Oh!
We've prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Let's see.
Let's do this.
Alright. Here it goes. Who's gonna be the final DLC character? Well, final, quote unquote. Oh man. Oh fuck.
The time is finally
Fuck me.
to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies.
God damn it. Not another Fire Emblem. Okay. Now I'm angry.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
Fuck you.
If you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
No. Please
I
no.
thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... There is no other choice.
If you guys are gonna put...
Join Smash.
Fuck you! No!
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Nothing! I don't want Fire Emblem! Violet joins Smash House. Boo! Boo!
Even the darkness itself.
We've been waiting for this? No! No more Fire Emblem! God damn it, Sakurai, now you piss me off! There's too many Fire Emblem characters!
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there?
Too many Fire Emblem.
You wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Quit! Oh, of course.
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
Can we just remove it? Can we just remove this?
How is this?
Not good! It's still Fire Emblem! The left recruits by left. It doesn't help! It's still a Fire Emblem!
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
The problem is not that they're swordsmen. The problem is that they're Fire Emblem.
Strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power. Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught. Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction.
Sorry people, I'm pissed.
Be now as one. To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Sakura, you said that there are too many Fire Emblem characters! Why? No more Fire Emblem! They suck!
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle.
Boo!
Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros.
No! No! You can't do that!
You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually.
No! No! No more Fire Emblem characters!
Or Three Houses. I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem?
A game series that I don't care!
Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
I don't care, Sakurai. You lost my interest.
Launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game. Or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique.
Sorry guys, I lost interest. Because, no way. No matter how much people say that, oh, Fire Emblem is good, Fire Emblem is great. No, I don't care. I don't care! Those characters look so generic!
That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes. But really, if a character fell in battle, you lose that.
You know what? At this point, why not remove all the character and make a Fire Emblem fighting game?
In the series
because they're taking over Smash. There's too many Fire Emblem that they suck.
Strategic withdrawals.
All the Fire Emblem characters, they're exactly the same.
In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios.
I don't care.
Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special.
Yeah, all of them.
When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter.
That's what they do! That's what they do! Well, every other character they do, but all the Fire Emblem characters, they do almost the exact same.
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many?
Yeah.
Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the
we know,
but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Okay, I know that Fire Emblem is popular in Japan. But Sakurai, please! This is Smash Brothers, not Fire Emblem, the fighting game.
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it? You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
Try it out when you're bored sometime. I'm already bored because you're showing Fire Emblem.
The version of the main character is called Mereto, and the female version is called Beresu. But in English, they share the same name, Violet.
We don't care!
Violet becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses.
All of them being generic human beings with generic character designs.
It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you.
You know what's more sad, Sakurai? That you put a Fire Emblem character in Smash.
I played an early
another one
before its release.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just venting.
Before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
No, that's a better choice! I'd rather have Princess Zelda or Breath of the Wild than Fire Emblem. And I'm the guy who thinks Breath of the Wild is overrated.
And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the
Oh, stop it!
I'll try to avoid spoilers.
Oh, wow. How much it's been? And now I'm feeling that I want it to end.
Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance.
Yeah?
But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November.
Oh, you just waited 2 months to make us piss off. Well, at least me.
As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
All right, let's see what this effing character has. Byleth from Fire Emblem joins the battle. We don't want it, him.
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth.
You know what? Let the fan base pick their characters because if we let you pick the characters, you're always gonna pick up a Fire Emblem character.
But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
I don't care.
The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator.
Okay.
The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip.
Why couldn't you put it in another
They
character?
also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead.
You know, it doesn't matter how much different their attacks look.
Special move is really
They're still Fire Emblem character, and they're still the same.
allowing you to do things like this.
All right.
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh man.
you can do awful things like this.
Oh wow, this looks broken.
That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is air
All
dash,
right.
the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach.
We don't care. It's still a Fire Emblem character.
Keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Fucking hell.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
You know, probably there's a few people that I know that will be so happy.
By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker, so
So,
it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward.
there are too many Fire Emblem characters.
Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit. Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this. But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area.
Ah,
Returning to the side air attacks.
just silent, guys. Just silent.
Lack verticality.
Trying to regain my composure because
This complements it well.
I can't, guys. I feel
When
pissed.
you land. Now, for the downward inputs.
I mean,
For these, Byleth will
look at these two characters. They look the
It's
same.
named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic
Marth and Byleth, they look the same.
attack.
The only difference is that they have slightly different color
Meteor effect with this attack.
and the hair
Next,
and the clothing, of course.
axe back and forth.
I mean, I already told you guys. I despise the character design of Fire Emblem because almost all the Fire Emblem characters, the designs are so generic. I mean, you saw that. You saw proof how Mars and Violet, they look so similar.
Which allows you to withstand an attack.
I don't care how look they good, but that's not good character design.
It plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed.
Yeah.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Yep. You're breaking Fire Emblem.
Hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I
Yeah.
don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack.
Oh, I bet you have one too.
Power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around. It's also easy to create certain combos with it.
I don't care.
And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow. First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
Basically, it's kind of like Link.
Stance using the shield button.
Yep, that's Link's.
Change direction while in the stance.
That's basically Link's move.
But if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light.
Well, except that you're overpowering this character.
You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire. But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see,
But still, it's powerful.
Pretty terrible.
Alright then.
Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents.
Wow, this looks broken.
Using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see,
Cool, but why do I get the feeling that this goddess is kind of like Palutena, except more annoying?
now let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
Let me guess.
The third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders.
Yep, and they all look generic as hell.
Understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just saw earlier. The
Yep.
seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. You
Well,
see this variation in the final smash?
yep. And they still look as generic as ever. The Garrick Match Monastery.
I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garrick Monastery. This is how Garrick Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral all in one stage.
Alright, so how's the stage gonna
A
be?
stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say.
Well, at least not for me.
Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king.
How is it that these guys, for me, they look more generic than Shin Megami Tensei character design? But at least Shin Megami Tensei character designs, they have style.
Here you can break them, you see.
Oh man.
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Hey, come back here! Pay for the damage that you made!
Buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area.
I'm standing there, and I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. You've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building.
Isn't it the same from that other Fire Emblem stage?
Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire.
Oh dear, one of them kind of looks like that's gonna be the bully.
Military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible...
Okay, these character designs looks a little bit better.
You'll notice
But
that
unfortunately,
above the stage,
it's still Fire Emblem.
it's possible to knock them down. However, Violet can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter.
Can I have a suggestion, by the
There you
way?
go. I made it.
If you're gonna put people on the background, don't put like 2, 3, or 4 characters, because it makes the stage look kinda sad and empty. I mean, that's kind of the same problem that I have with the Terry Bogard stage, the Kino Fighter one.
Camera rotates 90 degrees.
This one is no exception.
Long area. It's very wide indeed.
I mean, look at that. The characters are just standing there, and
It's similar.
the room is so full.
The guests are from the Golden Deer: Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
And they have better character design than our main character.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The process must be tough. Hey,
But at least they do better. They have better thought process than thinking, we need a Smash Brothers character. What do we put? I don't know. There's so many characters they're going to put. Oh yeah, put a Fire Emblem character. Don't know, people complain that there's too many Fire Emblem characters. They don't care. They only complain because there's too many swordsmen instead of too many Fire Emblem characters. No! Because the Fire Emblem characters suck!
The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Seth, Flame, and Rhea. There's Seth, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame.
Are you guys related to Palutena?
Protection of him and Rhea.
Because if so, I don't want to meet you guys.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that.
That's what I wanted to tell you ever since you presented this character.
Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
See Violet in action.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side.
Alright then, let's see.
Joker!
Oh, come on, you did that on purpose!
And Hero!
Sakurai, what are you doing? No! I want to see them fight!
Hero! By now, I think you know what I'm doing.
Yes! And
I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here.
no! What you did is to say, suck it! Suck these characters! I wanted my Fire Emblem character! No! Sakurai, you...
Uh-oh, this is bad. Renegades.
You
I
know,
better keep my distance.
Sakurai, if you did that move in a tournament, you'll be banned.
Got him.
But, what am I kidding? You're Sakurai.
Here. Lots of explosives. Ouch.
And now that I think of it, Violet and female Violet, she does look like
Good one.
Lucina. Didn't I tell you how generic these character designs are?
No anti-air, huh? There. The soccer ball connected.
Yeah, I've been complaining a lot about this.
Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. Ah, I shouldn't have taken that.
Oh,
Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
yeah, because you're practically a master.
I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up.
Yeah, look at this. Is the character too strong? So
Smash ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more.
there's a hammer.
Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state.
But the computer doesn't even know how to use a counter sometimes.
I was trying to fight using Violet's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
Yeah, your game. At the expense of the others.
Especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
Okay, song collection. How many tracks are from?
About the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game.
Oh,
This time has been made
the track is not the problem.
into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well.
Well, the music is nice,
We're also
but it's still
adding
Fire
a
Emblem.
leaderboard. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Well, with more generic character design.
Also, there's a new classic mode route, a heroic legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
We don't care.
Against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Oh.
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Alright, Mies, what do you got this time? That Fire Emblem thinks. Extra Mii Fighter costume, round 5. Oh, Assassin's Creed! Oh, Altair. It kind of looks like the Assassin's Creed characters. Sorry. Rabbits. Oh man, I would rather have rabbits than Fire Emblem. Are you happy now? You made me want rabbit. Mega Man X. Oh, that's X. Let me guess. One of them also is 0. Oh, Mega Man Battle Network. I thought they were gonna put 0. Mega Man.exe. Oh! Cuphead! Cuphead me. Oh, with a track. Why didn't you be the character? I would rather have Cuphead than a Fire Emblem character. Sakurai, I love you, but why?
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added.
How the hell did you prefer to make a Fire Emblem character than Cuphead?
I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has downloaded a Mii Fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo.
Alright, Richter and Dark Samus.
The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I gotta say, yeah.
And Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fast, Fighter joins the fight.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete.
Yeah.
The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth.
Fuck Byleth.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added.
And 4 are great.
Let's say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Yeah.
There really were a lot of new mechanics out there.
Oh yeah, they
To
were.
add a new fighter, you don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we
Make them
a
power.
whole new style of play.
Make them powerful. Ha!
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Oh. Will you make it up for it? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, 5 then. 5 more. What the? 6! 6!
Looks like there will be more fighter than last time.
Nice! No more Fire Emblem characters! I warn you! No more Fire Emblem characters!
It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
Don't worry about it.
Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
Well, you know what? At least with
Regarding potential candidates on Twitter,
four out of good
it's very hard to consider them.
4 out of 5 good characters, I'm satisfied.
You'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have.
Oh, yeah?
It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
You're getting ready for the new Breath of the Wild.
For sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Lastly, yeah.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
Oh, geez, I wonder why.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
It is a fighting game. I mean, two or four characters battling each other.
But now Super
They're
Smash
fighting.
Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's a
I don't know.
So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is #1.
Of course it is. You know how fun it is.
Although I
Except when you put Fire Emblem characters.
just a fighting game.
Then what are you gonna call it then?
Like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
Me, only 4 of them.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC.
No more Fire Emblem character, please.
No breaks for me.
Yeah, keep on working, or you slave.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you for the final kick in the nards. Yeah, it's just Sakurai. Yeah, thanks for watching. Guys, I'm sorry. I want to apologize if I spent the whole live stream complaining, ranting. Is that the Fire Emblem characters? I don't like it. I don't like the Fire Emblem characters. I complained many times. The Fire Emblem characters are too generic on their character designs. They're kind of basically the same. I understand that it has a fan base. People like it. People like that. The stories, the gameplay. I heard that it has some merit. I'm not gonna take away from that, but what I don't like about it is that every time when a new Fire Emblem comes, it really feels that they're forced to say, hey, here's Fire Emblem. Here's a new Fire Emblem. Let's put the new character there. And this is very hypocritical when they say, of Sakurai, when they say that Super Smash Bros. Is a celebration of gaming. So, but we already have enough Fire Emblem characters, and they want to put like every single Fire Emblem character from every single one of them. So if you want to do that, put them separately. Let's put them separately. We already have enough Fire Emblem character and with all their generic designs, generic thing, and all this stuff. Yeah, I know. Apparently they misunderstood the feedback because they did make fun of it by saying that there's too many swordsmen in Smash. Yeah, there are too many swordsmen in Smash, but we also have too many Fire Emblem characters, and the Fire Emblem characters suck. They suck in the character design department. You've seen they look. You've seen how. You just see me complain how this character look a lot like Marth and Lucina, but with a different tint of hair color. So I'm sorry, guys. I got pissed. This is probably the least excited Super Smash Bros. Reveal I have ever had. We waited a long time just for this. Maybe Dante it is being prepared for the other fighter pack. But in the end, god damn it. Another Fire Emblem character. And I know that it is too late to petition saying that to remove the character because it's already done. We don't want, I know that it went through hard work. I know about that. But please, Smash, cut with the Fire Emblem characters. Okay, I'm gonna stop before this gets out of control. Yeah, if you're happy with the new Fire Emblem character, good for you. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take away your happiness. I know that Fire Emblem has a fan base. I know that it is that. But for me, this was just a waste of time. Freaking Fire Emblem.